I knew that the pH value, the pH factor, had a lot to do with healing. And the herbalists then, like the herbalists today, are unaware that the pH factor has a lot to do with it. Meaning this, I said that if God tell us that the herbs are for the healing of the nations,
Welcome back to Fueled by Plants, and today, as you can see, I'm out here at the reservoir, beautiful reservoir. I love being by the water. It actually has a meditative state to it. But what I want to talk to you about today is the alkaline diet. I get tons of questions about how to go alkaline, how to go alkaline vegan, how to heal myself, how to get healthier. So I'm gonna jump straight into it. No room for waiting around, all right? So I'm gonna break it down into three parts. So number one is, what is the alkaline diet? What is it about, the history, etc., etc. Number two is, what are the benefits, right? What are you gaining by going alkaline? And number three, I'm gonna show you exactly how to go alkaline the right way, the right steps, what to eat, how to eat them, and how to prepare them, all right? So let's talk about it. So let's jump straight into it. What is the alkaline diet? Well, when we talk about the alkaline diet, we first have to talk about the pH scale. Our bodies are on a pH scale from 1 all the way up to about 14. Anything above 7 is alkaline. Anything lower than 7 is acidic. And our bodies are constantly fighting to stay at homeostasis, okay? The more alkaline foods we eat, the easier it is for us to stay there. And the more acidic foods we eat, the harder it is for us to stay there. Now, don't get confused with thinking our bodies go from alkaline to acidic and it always fluctuates. No, our bodies stay at 7. But the harder it is for our bodies to stay at 7, the easier it is for disease to come in. And the easier it is for us to stay at 7 eating alkaline foods, the harder it is for diseases to rise, all right? Now, not one disease on the planet can survive in an alkaline environment. I'll repeat that again. Not one disease on the planet can survive in an alkaline environment, okay? Let's think about some common everyday things that are alkaline. Toilet bowl cleaner, bleach. These things are heavily alkaline. They are up there at the 14 point, all right? Now think about bleach. Bleach kills everything. And bleach is at a 14 on the alkaline scale. Now I'm not telling you to go drink bleach. Please don't do that. Because our bodies don't want to be alkaline. Our bodies don't want to be acidic. It wants to be right there at homeostasis. And the more alkaline foods that we eat keeps us there, all right? And if you're someone who wants to heal yourself, if you may be struggling with diabetes, any STDs, any type of illnesses that you're struggling with right now, getting on an alkaline diet can actually help you out tremendously. It actually does the body an amazing service to get in an alkaline state. And I talk about Dr. Sebi a lot because when I first went vegan, I was alkaline for about 2 years. And it was like I felt the most alive, I felt the most vibrant, and I felt the most powerful within those 2 years, okay? And if you do research on Dr. Sebi, he cured AIDS, he cured HIV, he cured diabetes, he cured a lot of different diseases. Now, I want to be very careful with that word cure because the word cure is actually patented by the pharmaceutical and the doctors, all right? So you can't use the word cure, but what you can say is actually reverse different ailments. So if you're looking to reverse different ailments, or you just want to be the healthiest person that you can actually be, the alkaline diet might be for you. And what I want to talk about in the next segment is actually how can you actually go alkaline the right way, what to eat, how to eat, what are the certain foods and everything like that. All right, so let's talk about that right now. What are the actual benefits of going alkaline and actually going alkaline vegan? Okay, well, I talked a little bit about some of the things that you can actually fix, and some of the things that you can actually reverse, and some of the things that you can actually prevent from happening, whether that's high blood pressure, whether that's diabetes, whether that's other different ailments that you are probably suffering from right now that you actually want to get rid of. And by going alkaline, by actually fixing your diet and cleaning up your diet, you can actually fix these things. You can actually reverse these things, okay? Now I want to touch a little bit about what to actually eat on the alkaline diet, okay? So when you think about the food pyramid, okay, the standard food pyramid, you have the bread at the bottom, then you have meat, then you have grains, then you have like the dairy, then you have sweets at the top. Now that right there is complete BS, complete bullshit. You can actually throw that out, the baby and the bathwater, okay? I'm going to actually share with you a different food pyramid, the actual real food pyramid that you can actually start eating today, that will actually help you go alkaline, help you go vegan, and you'll have some type of structure to follow and some type of structure to actually stick to, so you'll know exactly what you're doing, okay? So I'm gonna share on the screen right now the actual food pyramid right here, so you actually can see it, and I'm gonna start going through it. So at the bottom you can see water, but not just any type of water. You want to make sure you're getting clean water, spring water, okay? Alkaline water is good, but too much of it can actually cause the body to have a reverse type of reaction, okay? Diminishing returns. So you want to make sure you're getting some type of spring water, and some type of reverse osmosis type water, okay? So you can find any type of spring water like Ozark, or different type of spring waters from different stores that you go to, bottled water, things like that, okay? And that'll be very, very, very helpful for you, okay? Next on the food pyramid is actually dark leafy greens, all right? Dark leafy greens. You want to be getting your kale, you want to get your mustard greens, collard greens, okay? Red chard, rainbow chard, green chard, things like that, spinach. You want to be getting all of these dark leafy greens to actually promote health and promote the body forward, okay? Next is actually fruit, all right? Apples, bananas, burro bananas, which are alkaline, all right? Berries, things like that. Get your fruit in. In that way, you're actually getting the things that you need. Also, right there is other different vegetables, okay? Onions, sauerkraut, things like that. That's actually going to promote your health, help you go alkaline, and actually help your body stay within the homeostasis, okay? Next on the list, sprouts and legumes, all right? So legumes and sprouts are good, but when you're talking about an alkaline diet, legumes aren't necessarily alkaline. So you want to make sure you're getting grains right there. That is where the grains are going to come in. And if you want to go vegan and go alkaline slowly but surely, get some legumes, lentils, beans, things like that. Also, or if you want to just go alkaline altogether, you can get things like quinoa, wild rice, spelt, teff, things like that are going to give you the protein that you actually need. So you can actually promote good health and actually still make gains, all right? Next is nuts and seeds, all right? Nuts and seeds. Things like that are going to help you get healthy fats, so you can actually have the mental capabilities and the right cognitive functions. All right. Healthy fats correlate with brain power and keep your brain working the way that it should be working. All right. Next is going to be herbs, different greens, juicing greens, microgreens. All right. Different herbs that you're going to be eating, like sea moss, bladderwrack, things like that are going to promote good health and actually help you battle those different ailments that you have. It's going to knock out those different ailments that you have, like especially diabetes. Something that helps with diabetes, it helps in reversing that. The alkaline diet does that, but to really try to knock it out, you want to be getting mushrooms, okay? Portobello, junjun mushrooms, things like that are going to help knock out diabetes. All right, so be very cognizant of that. Next on the next is seaweed and different things like that. All right, which is going to be very snacky foods. Seaweed, you can get seaweed chips and things like that, or you can get seaweed powder and put into your smoothies. All right, another thing that's very good with actually making sure that you're getting enough protein is hemp. Make sure you're getting hemp in your diet. Hemp seeds, you can put in on top of your food like a topping, or you can get hemp protein. Hemp protein is going to be very, very valuable and such a valuable resource to you when you're talking about going alkaline or just vegan. To actually go alkaline? Well, first, I always recommend this to all of my clients, all my coaching clients that are looking to build muscle, lose fat, tone up, and become the healthiest versions of themselves. I recommend to them the same thing I'm going to recommend to you, which is you want to start off slow, okay? And you don't want to be too hard on yourselves, because you're going to slip up. You're going to slip up and things are going to happen. You may want to revert back to old patterns. And when those times come, the worst thing you can do is beat yourself up about it, all right? And this applies to every other area of life, okay? So when you want to go alkaline, first thing you want to be aware of is supplementation, all right? You want to make sure you're getting the right supplementation: B12, omega-3, fatty acids, vitamin D, and all the essential vitamins, all right? Number two is you want to make sure that you're eating enough food. You're being very cognizant of how much food that you're eating, because too many times people go vegan and alkaline preferably, they don't eat enough. They think they can just eat nothing but vegetables and they're okay, which is not necessarily true. And the reason why that's not necessarily true is because the body needs a certain caloric maintenance, all right? Caloric maintenance every single day. With that being said, you have to determine how many calories a day that you need, and you have to reach that every single day. Or if you don't, you're going to constantly lose weight. You're going to constantly feel fatigued. You're going to constantly feel tired. And that's why people diverge off the vegan path so many times. And when I get new clients, that's the problem that they have. They are not eating enough. They're not getting enough protein, this, that, and the third. And last but not least, you want to make sure, and last but not least, you want to make sure that you're eating a wide variety of different foods. That way, you know you're getting all your nutrients, you know you're getting all your minerals, and you know that your body is being sustained, okay? And that's how you're going to heal yourself. That's how you're going to become healthy. That's how you're going to become the most vibrant person possible and the most vibrant person that you can actually be, okay? Hey, thanks for watching the video. This video was any value to you whatsoever, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Also, if you are struggling on your fitness and health journey and you need help, I want you to click the link below right now. Schedule a free consultation call with me, all right? Absolutely free, no strings attached. Also, if you just need some tips, join my free Facebook group for vegan beginners and people who just want to be around like-minded individuals, all right? So, till next time, fuel yourself, don't fool yourself. Talk soon.